There's a place where the wind don't blow and the sun don't glare in your eyes. High over the mountains, but it's not like home to me. Blowing through these battered walls, let your fingers soften my eyes as a breath of fall rides on your shoulders. Would you soothe these troubled times? Won't you soothe these troubled times? There's a place where the cross is king and the steeples fill the sky. No spirit left to wander free, and it's not like home to me. Blowing through these battered walls, let your whispers open our hands as the breath of life rides on your timeless wings. Would you soothe this troubled land? Won't you soothe this troubled land? And there's a place every heart is free to seek truth as it can, built out of blood, sweat, and tears. It's the only home for me. as a breath of justice sweeps across the world. Would you soothe these troubled seas? Won't you soothe these troubled seas?
The library there. And we didn't want you to check it out. Don't.
Morning, folks. Welcome to All Souls on a little bit overcast, not too hot for Christmas, I guess, weather Sunday. I know we've been fighting our wardrobes, wanting to rest for Christmas and not swelter. But we welcome you here in this sanctuary where we are drawn together by covenant, not creed. Please turn this down. Thank you. We come together around how we believe people should be treated fairly, lovingly, compassionately, equally, respectfully, and how we live in this world matters. And we try to focus on that here rather than worrying about what comes after this. We have different beliefs, we have different thinking, but we don't have to think alike to love alike. And at the same time, we do want to be together in a spirit of mutual acceptance. So if you can share those kinds of ideas, ideals, and values, you are always welcome here with us. Whoever you are, whatever your age, race, origin, orientation, background, status, ability, identity, if you care to be here with us, please come. We love having you. And happy holidays, everybody.
We have just a couple of announcements this morning. Our Christmas Eve candlelight service will be Wednesday evening at 6:30 p.m. We're asking that you bring the children before 6 o'clock so that we can have time to, we do a little something with them at the beginning of the service, the 12 days of Christmas. It's kind of a tradition. And Taha, you are here. I'm sorry, you're right in front of me. I'm so sorry. This is our board person of the day, Taha. I was looking back there. There you are.
Sorry.
Right on the ball.
So like Susan mentioned, we have a candlelight service this Wednesday, December 23rd at 6:30 p.m. and we're asking that the kids come earlier, before 6 p.m. in order to participate. And then also the Giveaway the Plate this month is for Interfaith Northwest Louisiana. If you don't know what that is, it's like an organization of different churches and religious organizations in our area that work to affect nonpartisan political change. And then also, and then today is Susan Caldwell's birthday. So, I'm sure everybody here knows Susan by now, but she really does a lot for this church and this community. And so if I were to list everything, it would be way too long. But she's really involved in so many groups, and we should give her a shout out. So, happy birthday, Susan. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Oh, I wanted to mention too that we do still have the poinsettias available. We have a source. We can find more if need be. So if you would like to make a dedication for a poinsettia, there is an online, if you get the weekly emails, there's a way to do it online. But I've also made some old school paper forms that are out front. The ones I promised last week and didn't get to are here today. So if you need a paper form, please fill that out and just turn it into the office with cash or a check, or you can go online and fill out the form and pay online. It's just a chance to make a dedication in memory of someone or in honor of someone. And thank you so much. I've gotten lots of wonderful birthday wishes already today. And I tell you something else that I felt really gratified to be able to do was to attend the Thistle Grove Yule ritual yesterday. It was so well attended. It's probably one of the biggest ones they've had. And they're always so welcoming, and the service is always really, I call it, it's a ritual, service, it's a service, thank you, Kevin. But Kevin and Maggie Molisey, and of course Rovina, whose vision this kind of was in the first place, and it's really come into fruition in the most beautiful way. So if you haven't attended, they have meetings every week. The meetings are more conversational and educational. They have meetings every week at 3, but when they celebrate the rituals, there's 8, right? 8 Sabbats throughout the year that they celebrate, and it's wonderful. And I get to go and worship, just be there, and I'm shouting you out as you walk in, Maggie. Thank you so much for the ritual yesterday. Anyway, if you will join me in a spirit of worship. Sorry, I'm going to light this candle really quick. If you'll let the pew hold you up. Take a deep breath. And then as you exhale, just feel your shoulders kind of relax down from your ears. And if you want, you can do that again. And again, as you exhale, your shoulders might even sink a little bit more. Spirit of the empty places, Spirit of new beginnings, here we are. In this often difficult season of cold and night, or lukewarm and night, it seems that the light we need might go away forever. Help us to catch our breath so we might not stumble into despair. Let the past be our guide, helping us to the future we need, just on the horizon, unlocking, opening, growing. Can I have some help this morning with the chalice lighting? Thank you, Ava. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Phoebe. And then Ava, you can just stay up here because you'll have the next reading.
She said, "Man, just stay up here for 2 minutes."
Your reading is next. Okay. We light this chalice to celebrate Unitarian Universalism. This is the Church of the Open Mind. This is the Church of the Helping Hands. This is the Church of the Loving Heart. Together, with mind, hands, and heart, we care for the earth and for each other. And you can go ahead and light.
Traditionally, Advent is a time for searching for light in the dark. Pagan tradition of Yule is a celebration of the return of the sun, but darkness is as important as light. The cold, dark of winter is as important to life as the bright warmth of summer. Darkness is home to the entire ecosystem. Places where humans cannot survive, darkness offers us the gift of rest, healing, and hope. It is in the darkness of sleep that our bodies are able to heal and rejuvenate. Darkness offers opportunities for beauty and love to live in our lives. Conception begins in the dark womb. A great prophet was born at night, and the vastness of the universe can only be seen in the darkest of nights. So on this longest of nights, let us welcome the night. Let us give thanks for the life, rest, healing, hope, love, and beauty that are offered to us only in the darkness. Come, beautiful souls, and let us worship as we embrace the darkness together.
Thank you. If you'll rise in body or spirit and join us in the unison affirmation, the words will be on the screen. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve human need, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with the sacred. Thus do we covenant with each other. And I'll invite Taha up again. He has a reading for Yalda, which is a Persian celebration of the solstice.
Thank you. If you don't know what Yalda is, it's a Persian solstice celebration that's mainly celebrated in Iran, Pakistan, Afghanistan, other countries with the Persian diaspora. And it's basically it's the coldest night of the year, and you're supposed to celebrate basically by eating like red foods like pomegranates or watermelons, and by reading the poetry of Hafiz, the Sufi mystic. So I'm going to read this poem that I picked out. It's called Path to Love, because I thought it would go along with the theme of love for Advent. It's supposed to be very cryptic, though, so just keep that in mind as I read. O beautiful wine bearer, bring forth the cup and put it to my lips. Path of love seemed easy at first. What came was many hardships. With its perfume, the morning breeze unlocks those beautiful locks. The curl of those dark ringlets, many hearts to shred strips in the house of my beloved. How can I enjoy the feast, since the church bells call the call that for pilgrimage equips? With wine color your robe, one of the old Magi's best tips. Trust in the traveler's trips, who knows of many paths and trips. The dark midnight, fearful of waves, and the temptation's whirlpool. How can he know of our state, while ports, houses, his unladen skips? I follow my own path of love, and now I am in bad repute. How can a secret remain veiled, if from every tongue it drips? If his presence you seek, Hafiz, then why yourself eclipse? Stick in the one you know, let go of imaginary trips. Thank you.
Now, if you'll rise again in body or spirit, we're going to sing a holiday song that Barbara wrote the music for this poem that we found years ago by Margaret K. Gooding. It's called Everywhere, Everywhere. Everywhere, everywhere, holidays bright. Everywhere, everywhere, Christmas tonight. Hanukkah candles, lights on a tree. Babe in a manger, Judah Maccabee. Packages, secrets, a Santa Claus game. Latkes and dreidels and long paper chains. Everywhere, everywhere, holidays bright. Everywhere. lights on a tree, babe in a manger, Judah Maccabee, packages, secrets, a Santa Claus game, latkes and dreidels and long paper chains. Everywhere, everywhere, holidays bright. Everywhere, everywhere, children sing. Thank you, Barbara. Today we light the fourth candle of Advent, and I'll ask Elizabeth to come up and help with this. We've lit candles now for peace, for hope, for joy, the pink candle, which miraculously grew this week. And today we light the fourth candle, which is for love. And I'll let Elizabeth, you can come and read, and I'll light. How about that?
Fourth Sunday of Advent, reading adapted from Elizabeth Parrish Brown. As we light this fourth candle for love, may we form our full-hearted community, giving and receiving love with a generous spirit and a joyous heart. May we be ever blessed with the knowledge that all life, all matter is connected, and that we are a part of the whole. May we know that we are never alone, for the whole of creation moves in and through us in every moment of our lives. So may we return this immense love in the compassion, generosity, and justice that we offer to the world.
Thank you, Elizabeth. And as we have done this month, we light the red candle, which is a ritual for the anti-apartheid churches opposing the apartheid regime in Israel and apartheid everywhere, and in solidarity with the people of Gaza. It's lit. It's finding its spirit. And of course, tonight is the last night of Hanukkah, the Jewish celebration of the miracle of the oil lasting for 8 nights. And I'll ask Jackson Peck to come and read that for us. And I'll go back and light again.
We light the Hanukkah candles in wonder, joy, and gratitude. Each candle a miracle. When the Holy Temple was dedicated at the time of Maccabean liberation battle, only 1 day's worth of oil remained. Yet it burned for 8 days, so we lit candles in remembrance. We rededicate ourselves to the miracle of light in the season of darkness, to the miracle of trust in a time of anxiety, to the miracle of hope in a time of despair, to the miracle of faith in a time of cynicism. We dedicate ourselves to the miracle of wholeness in a time of fracture, to the miracle of courage in a time of fear, to the miracle of resistance in a time of oppression, to the miracle of peace in a time of violence. And in a time of hatred, we dedicate ourselves to a miracle of love.
Jackson. We'll enter now a time of meditation followed by silence. And after the silence, we'll have music. And during the music, if you are so moved, you may come forward and light a candle in honor or in memory of someone close to you, or for any joy or concern that's in your heart today. As December opens up before us, we welcome in the gift of reflection. We turn toward our holiday celebrations and search for common threads of meaning. We begin with Yule, the winter solstice, and we are invited to explore duality, cycles, and seasons. Yule reminds us that we all partake in the miracle of renewal. Hanukkah, the festival of lights, commemorates a time of miracles when the faith of the Jewish people sustained them to reclaim their holy temple and keep the light of the menorah burning for 8 days. Christmas, the celebration of Jesus' humble birth in a manger, offers us to revisit the miracle of birth and the desire to find saviors to heal the scars of humanity. Here in our church, you are just as much a holiday miracle as the turning of the earth, as persistence and dedication to a faith, as the creation of each new life. We see the love you give to others, the space you create to hold one another's love, and to hold one another's joys and sorrows, and the generosity and spirit that you entrust to this community. You are the holiday miracle, and this community is one of miracle makers again and again. Carry that knowledge of yourself with you into the silence.
As long as I can remember, there were only two ways to go. One was along the old school highway, the other was the wrong road. Some things come clearer as I fill another page. The right to be yourself and happy, gifts that God best I can determine. All the shame, guilt, and brimstone were dreamed up by an ancient council. We were afraid our dreams would roam, but before I come full circle, and the old school is then mine, I'd like a chance to leave the children a God that is love and kind. Let us dance for love while we search for the truth. May God bless us, everyone, in the folly of our youth. May we find our way to be our own, and that there's no angry Father waiting when we get home. Let us dance for love while we search for the truth. May God bless us, everyone, in the folly of our youth. May we find our way to be our own, and that there's no angry Father waiting when we get home.
So in the opening this morning, I read the quote from Daniel Gregoire that said, "Let the past be our guide, helping us to the future that we need." In religious education these past few weeks, with the adults and with the children and youth, we've been exploring the Bible as a link to the past, present, and the future of our faith. Too often we encounter people claiming the Bible as their guide, yet using it to justify all manner of horror and cruelty. And when we see that, it can be really tempting, and some of our kids have said so, that it can be really tempting to toss it, you know. But as I always say, we don't want to toss the baby Jesus out with the bathwater. We come from the Jewish and Christian traditions. And whether reading the Hebrew Testament prophets who spoke truth to kings, or the teachings of Jesus, who reminded us to love our neighbor and reminded us of exactly who he meant, we come to understand that we have a claim to the Bible as our own. We can claim its enduring messages of love and justice, which far outnumber its time-bound messages of restriction and exclusion. And so our children and youth and our adult class, as I said, have been revisiting the Bible, and a few of them have offered to say a couple of things about this experience. I think Phoebe and Elizabeth are going to speak. And among the adults, Claudia and Bennett. You want to come use the mic? Do you need the step stool, or are you good? You probably.
What are we going to say?
Oh, I thought you had something to say about how you felt about the Bible, about learning about that.
Can I tell you what I'm going to say? I'm going to say that how we can take care of our neighbors and how we can
Yeah,
love our
that
neighbors.
sounds wonderful. You can say it right into the mic. It sounds great. I trust you. I know you're going to say something good. Go ahead.
So we talked about how we can love and trust our neighbors and be kind to them, and how everyone is a neighbor and a good friend.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you want to go next, Ivy? Sure. I think we will get the step stool for you.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
The Bible says to be nice to everyone. That's what we learned. Meow.
Meow. Okay, thank you. Elizabeth, go ahead. Oh, you didn't want, okay. This was a message that came, I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. No worries. You thought of something now that you're up here? Or? It's okay. It's okay either way. Like, is there something in your perspective about the Bible that has changed since y'all have been talking? Yeah, like, maybe say a little bit about that.
From my time here, I've learned that the Bible can be used as a weapon
It can be.
or as a motivation to be a better person.
Thank you. It can be used as a weapon, but can also be used as a motivation to be a better person. Thank you, Elizabeth. And Claudia, did you want to come on?
So I want to thank Barbara Dager and Ms. Susan for doing the class. They put a lot of energy, a lot of research into it, and I really do. It shows, and I do appreciate that. Embedded in one of the 12 steps in the AA program is the phrase, the God of our understanding. I decided to paraphrase it, the Bible of my understanding. I set my intention in participating in the RE class on the Bible to have an open mind, an open heart in exploring the Bible through the lens of Unitarian Universalism. The goal was not to prove to myself once again that it's not inerrant, that it's not literally true, so as to then feel one up and scoff at those that do believe this. But rather, I didn't want to get caught up in whether things were true or not, but to discern what are the truths that are timeless, universal, and applicable to my life or to life today. The Bible does not have to be totally true to have invaluable truths that do withstand scrutiny. It's fascinating to me that a group of books bound together as the Bible have been studied, read, discussed, dissected for centuries, covering so much time, so much history, so many voices, so many viewpoints. There's something about the Bible that refuses to be dismissed nor to become irrelevant. It is one of our sources, one of the Unitarian Universalist sources, among other texts of wisdom traditions. Working at being open-minded to appreciate the language, the poetry, the lessons, Genesis with creation, Exodus with liberation, birth, life, death, rebirth, all of this contained. Not looking for answers in this, not looking for a rule book, but for broadening my understanding to expand my appreciation of the Bible, of my understanding.
Thank you.
I was also in the class, but I should know not to follow Claudia. Sorry, I didn't come with any prepared notes. But I guess what I got from this class in particular, and from Unitarian Universalism, is the idea of like, so I guess I started as a dad early, and I seem to have kind of, like I got better, I think, as it went on. But in the Bible, that also sounds like God started as a parent very early on as well, and he got better as he went on, or she. And so, like in the beginning, like he not a nice guy. And so, I feel like that's just where I've seen it to kind of almost mirror the way that my own progression in my life as a dad is hopefully getting a little bit better. Meow.
Thank you, everybody. And I do want to thank Barbara Dager, who's been co-facilitating that class with me. It's been so much fun to work with her. And did you change your mind about wanting to say anything, or are you still good? Did you want to? I'm not trying to put you on the spot, although I guess I... All right. Yeah, I'm going to repeat. Yeah, she said if a third of the world thinks that this is a sacred scripture, then it's worth another look, and it's worth looking into. And there was more. Anyway, thank you so much. Barbara's really good. She. She keeps me on track a lot of the time, and I appreciate that. We have a Christmas reading. I asked Phoebe to join me for this one. And I think I have one where we don't have to turn the page, possibly. Well, yeah, we might still have to turn the page. That's all right. Either way. So I'll read the plain parts and you'll read the bold parts. This Christmas, let us open our hearts and extend an invitation to those familiar figures, allowing the old story of the Nativity to speak to us anew. Mary and Joseph, poor and weary travelers, speak to us.
Show us the way of acceptance and love, of saying yes and embracing the mystery.
Shepherds, steadfast and humble workers, speak to us.
Inspire us to be watchful and attentive, to go where we are called, to go and do what needs to be done.
Angels, heralds of good news, speak to us.
Encourage us to be open to unexpected messages and surprising insights that transform our lives.
Innkeeper, provider of hospitality, speak to us.
Stir us to share our resources, to help others, and to know our offerings will be good enough.
Beasts of the stall, accidental witnesses, speak to us.
Remind us to be good and sturdy companions to those with whom we happen to be thrown together in this life.
Herod, tyrant and oppressor, speak to us.
Warn us of the evils and injustice of our own times. Provoke us to speak and act in ways that resist wrongdoing.
Magi, wise and intrepid strangers, speak to us.
Teach us to follow wherever love might lead, that way that we too may grow in wisdom and faith.
Star, sign of our highest aspirations, speak to us.
Guide us as we make our way through life, illuminating the path of truth and righteousness.
Jesus, holy child, speak to us.
Awaken us to the light within each life, the sense of hope and possibility in every breath. Help us to know the divine spark, the unique potential we carry.
This Christmas, let us open our hearts that the old story may speak to us anew.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Well, this has become kind of a mini tradition from year to year. We're going to do the song, The Friendly Beasts, and Bob's going to lead us, but we're going to need some help. This is like a kitty cat, actually, which is not in the song, but the kitty cat will participate. I thought that either Ava or I did one of these. We have a cow all white and red. This is a cow all white and black. So we need someone to come and be the cow. I can be the owl. And we have a couple of sheep. You want to be the dove, the owl in the role of the dove? Yeah, okay. We have a couple of sheep. Julia, you want to help us out? You want the cow? And we have another sheep. Sheep. You want to be the kitty cat? All right. Oh, we have the sheep with curly horn, actually. Turn into. Yeah, it's a hat. Yeah, someone can turn into a sheep. That's right. Who else is in the? Okay, we don't have a donkey, so the moose is starring in the role of the donkey. Who's going to be the donkey? I need a volunteer. Grown-ups are welcome too. Yeah, come on, Phoebe. Okay. Who else have we got? Let's see. We've got the dove from the raptor side. We've got the dove. We've got the cow. We got them all. Okay. So we have other range animals here. We have a doggy. We have, again, a sheep with curly horns. Yeah, I can be the sheep, sure. You want to come be the doggy? All right. And, of course, the famous alligator and pig are also here. Alligator and pig, all right. Woof. And so y'all can just sing the whole time. There won't be a verse specifically for you, but part of the whole song. Does anybody need their words? They'll be up here too. But, yeah. Okay. All right, Bob, let's do this. Okay, and I think the kids have a special mission that y'all need to go. You need to go. Yeah. I should keep it, huh? Yes, thank you, Bob. That's great. I love that song. As we extinguish our chalice, we take its light within us. May those who are weary find comfort. May those who are struggling find meaning and companionship. May those who are injured or ill find recovery. Excuse me. May those who hunger find abundance. Let this be a time of healing, and may the dreams of the dark lead us to share these gifts with one another. And from the Yule night blessing yesterday that Maggie did for us, the brightness of the Yule, wait guys, wait for the music. The brightness of the Yule fire for you, the warmth of home and hearth for you, the cheer and joy of your friends for you, your family's love and peace for you, hope and strength of the heart for you, the Asir and Vanir's blessing for you, unharmed go forth, unharmed back home, unharmed on your way. The service is now ended with the gifts of a winter's night for you.